Mixed up music ENT.
Where we lock and load, Allen Powers.
This is the Allen Powers Show. Tuesday night, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Mr. Hollywood to the right. Taylor Trump to the left. We in here Tuesday night as always, 8 o'clock. Y'all want to call in? Number 219-671-8703. Call in with comments and everything that you got. So, with that being said, let's lock and load. We're gonna get right in. We're gonna get this out the way, man.
Get it out the way, man.
Before we get into,
I feel it coming down. Get it out the way, man.
before we talk about the last series and his Pacers, you might got the update on
47-51 Toronto.
47-51 Toronto. Oh man, Cleveland and Meta came back, man.
51-23. 51-53 right now. 1 minute 20 seconds left in the second.
I know everybody probably watching that game, but you know
it'll be over.
I don't think they're gonna play them as tough as the Pacers did.
No, it's gonna be over quick.
I think it'll be 6. I think
so. So wait. You got Toronto?
No, losing at 5.
Oh, you got Toronto losing.
They got
at
losing at 5.
They're losing at 5. They got LeBron.
I saw what the refs can do. So Cleveland at 6.
Cleveland at 6. And I think they definitely scared of LeBron. LeBron is in their head.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Cleveland at 6 as well. As much as that hates me for me to say that.
Right.
We're just go ahead.
I was gonna say that's why the Pacers fought them so well because they really wasn't scared.
Yeah, they not.
Like they really believed.
I agree with that. I agree.
Because of Lance, Oladipo was a good leader. They weren't.
But it's still LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron was great, man. I ain't gonna take nothing from him.
Hey, but I was
decided to flop.
We was just watching the game right before the show started, and LeBron straight gave dude the elbow.
They ain't called nothing.
And he got to shoot free throws.
I've been watching every single playoff series. I ain't never seen.
He get away. He get away with a lot.
Yeah,
he get away with a lot.
Come on, man. It wasn't even necessary for him to elbow dude, man. And so the beginning of the game, Toronto has been. Them dudes that's guarding them been like up on them, being physical. He's shoving them. They ain't calling nothing.
But then that's bad on them because
he get to drop his shoulder.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like and so you let him create fouls.
One thing I'll say, even though I'm salty, he beat my team, the Pacers. I'm still proud of my team at the end of the day. We wasn't supposed to be in the playoffs, but it was the same thing with Jordan. It was the same thing with Jordan.
He wasn't pushing people like that.
He put somebody out.
One thing I'm
talking about.
He pushed them all the way out for one attack.
That's an offensive move.
Yeah, LeBron is straight. Get off me, I'm LeBron James. Yeah. Don't get too close to me.
But what I'm saying is, we see that, so stay off him. You letting him create fouls.
But you can't stay off. You can't do that.
The only games we beat them is when we was all up on everybody.
Right.
But when they call so many fouls and both your centers foul out and everybody in foul trouble, then you get them back.
And when he averaged 43 and all.
No, he's a killer. He's a killer.
You gotta throw some nonsense in the game.
He gets help.
And you have to play him physical, like you know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. You can't just let him do it. Then he definitely gonna put his head down.
He's definitely playing you physical. He's the most physical player besides Shaq I've ever seen.
He more dominant than Shaq because I don't think Shaq had any skill.
Because he could beat you off the dribble.
I'm for the Shaq, you just throw it and it's over with. It didn't matter who was down there with you.
But so we just had to touch on that for a second. The game that's going on right now. Y'all can call in, text who y'all got in this series. Is Toronto gonna actually get over the hump this time?
Nah.
You know, all the teams got to go through the rough patches and then they get over that hump.
It's hard to beat greatness and referees. That's all I'm gonna say. The Pacers they didn't do good enough to win because to play somebody like that, you have to show up every game.
I think the Pacers got a better team than Toronto. All around team. Better team.
I think together wise.
That's what I'm saying. All around better team. So that's why I don't think Toronto gonna have a chance in this series. Yeah.
Toronto was the number 1 seed.
They got home court advantage.
That's deceiving though. That don't mean nothing.
They got home court advantage this year.
What that mean?
They switched their game up. They don't play the same. They shoot more threes now.
The thing I tell about
they got a better bench.
Home court advantage, you still got to win on the road.
See,
unless you just plan on losing all the games on the road.
I don't think that they'll be able to do that. The Pacers were able to do. We locked down.
That's what I'm saying.
Almost everybody.
You don't have that on Toronto unless you want. Ibaka gonna have to turn into the defensive player of the year.
But they just said a stat. They're the only team in the NBA that's top 5 in offense and defense.
But we talked about this to show that's the regular season.
That's right.
So y'all tell me, man, is this Toronto's time to get past LeBron, or is LeBron?
If they get away, that backcourt gonna have to average 70.
Yeah.
They're gonna have that back.
But they got a solid bench, man. They got something we didn't have, where people coming off the bench scoring.
But we said this
CJ
before.
Miles.
But I'm watching Cleveland, and Kevin Love don't look healthy, man. He missing layups. He can't shoot nothing right now.
But number 20, well, what's 6? LeBron still playing.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all.
He's cold blooded.
That's what I'm saying. He's still playing, and I will take him over that backcourt.
All right. Well, Mr. Shakur says unless Toronto roll out 2001 Vince Carter along with 2000 T-Mac, they going home. They get
There
swept.
you go. Yeah.
Swept.
And
They gonna get it.
2000. What was it?
It's going at least
2003 Chris Bosh.
If it goes 7, I'm picking Toronto.
It's not going 7.
If it goes 7.
I don't think Toronto. It's not going 7.
If it goes 7,
I can't believe they let him back in the game.
That's why it's not going 7.
Because I sure was excited in the car when I was looking at
It's
the
not
score.
going
Like,
7.
yeah.
It's not going 7.
Because you know I feel real salty.
Yeah.
So
I almost stopped watching sports.
let's look. The Pacers series. Let's just analyze this. Or you want the last game at least? How did you feel about that last game?
I think we didn't show up. Oladipo had a horrible first half. You can't do that. Collison, if he would have showed up like that every single game, we probably would have won the series.
Yeah, right.
Bogdanovich was broke.
Right.
He probably wore down guarding LeBron all series.
Right.
There were bad calls. Both our centers fouled out. We had like 3 people with 5 fouls, 4 fouls. But I don't think that in order to be the great player at home, you're going to get them calls. That's going to happen.
Right.
You know, so I don't think that we didn't play our best and we lost that opportunity. Game 7.
Okay.
I think we should have won the series. I think reffing had a lot to do with the series, in my opinion. The only statistical category that Cleveland got over the Pacers was free throws. We won every single statistical category except free throws. So,
Game 7.
Game 7, I
Victor
get it.
Oladipo got to play 48 minutes.
You're right. He only played the second
He
half.
has to play 48 minutes.
They were guarding him.
Yes.
Great.
But we talked about this. He has to play 48
You're right
minutes.
about that.
He has to.
If he would have had a full
That's what I'm
game,
saying. In an elimination game,
Yeah, it would've been different.
He can't afford. If anybody on the Pacers, he couldn't afford to have a bad first
one
game.
thing I'm proud about, and I'll say this and I'll let you get it. I'm real happy, bro. They showed something on Instagram right after the game. He texted
Right
the
about
trainer
that.
like, "I'm ready to get back to work."
But
like, that's the type of dude he really.
But the thing about that
truly
is,
is.
it's easy.
He learned that from
it's
LeBron.
Easy to say that.
Yeah.
But he learned it from LeBron.
But he has to play 48.
He said the day after the finals, LeBron, because they got the same trainer.
Right.
LeBron was in there the day after the finals, and he looking at him like, "Bro, like that's crazy."
But I'm like this. Is anybody gonna address the Tristan Thompson issue?
No. But I'm gonna say this.
That won him that game.
That made a big.
So
we
what-
weren't ready for that.
So what happened? Did Chloe leave him alone?
Well, no, he wasn't even supposed to be on the playoff roster even before the whole Chloe situation came out. So when he was on the roster, like they was never playing big man ball against
Something
Indiana.
happened though. Something happened.
No, he got to play.
What I'm saying is that Kardashian factor played the part because he wasn't even playing. He wasn't getting in the game.
But he wasn't playing.
And
They was booing him. All of a sudden, he get a start and he balled out.
Honestly,
That's what he do.
in my opinion, because Miles Turner is soft. He's young and he's soft.
Yeah.
And he's a bad.
But I think
rebounder.
when Tristan Thompson was balling out, the coach should have put Sabonis in
He
immediately.
should. But the coach made a bunch of it.
But like you just said,
where
he
we
was
lost
ready
that
for that.
game, I got to go back to Game 7. Where the Pacers lost that game is when LeBron went to the locker room to go get another steroid shot, and we were
So
up.
we were doing good.
We were
doing good.
Oh, why else you go to the locker room? We were up. We was up by 2 points.
Don't ask that question.
I'm asking that question.
We was up by 2 points, and he did not put Oladipo in.
And
You got to go for the
You
kill.
gotta go. That's
right
and that's what I say.
And Oladipo was balling too.
Hey, can you put this up on the questions, brother? Back there. Can you put is LeBron James on steroids?
That's what he went to the locker room for. He had no grant. I ain't seen
Come on,
it.
man.
Your TV ain't that in depth.
I seen a needle mark on his arm, bro.
He been dealing with crap
Nah, I ain't
his
been
whole
dealing with
career.
that. That's from steroids.
Let's go back to the game.
He had them cramps.
Wasn't nobody expecting Tristan Thompson to even start, let alone play.
That was a monkey.
That's what I'm trying to say. What happened? Did Chloe they
No,
make up? Or
Ty Lue, you trying to be
I'm just
funny.
saying, no, I'm just saying,
He
man.
saw that as an
Ty
opportunity
Lue
to change
saw
the
that
game.
it was opportunity, like you just
And he
said.
did.
Miles Turner is not that.
So you trying to
that
tell
good.
me you don't believe in the Kardashian thing? Like if
The
you
curse?
look at all,
Oh, it ain't over with.
Yeah, I'm not saying
So
it's
do
the curve. We talking talking about game 7.
Okay.
I'm not saying he would have balled like this for 7 games, but you gotta remember he been well rested. He didn't even play in the regular
You
season.
see what Kanye doing right now?
Yeah.
The Kardashian thing is real.
I just
agree
watched
with
an interview with Kanye, and Kanye used to be my favorite rapper. That dude,
He crazy.
Kanye is a brilliant
He
man.
need to
He
go
crazy.
Kanye
Lamar Odom
He
went
is
to
big.
brothels and
Kanye
almost
West is
died.
brilliant.
And all niggas is like crazy.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, he got a
He's
straight
brilliant.
song
Kanye West is
Look,
brilliant.
man.
Now he has every culture.
Something happened where either he reconciled, he said, I'm sorry, she said, I'm gonna let you off the hook for this game, or something.
Anyway, he didn't have
What
to
I'm
score
saying
a point.
is something happened where he was released from the bondage of
played.
the Kardashians.
It went,
Every
okay,
game.
first of all, let's be real. Tell the truth. Here's a moment.
Okay. Oh, tell the truth moment.
If you dating an NBA player,
Right.
I mean, that's
you didn't
one
gotta
of the-
finish that statement.
Look,
every radio show I listen to, like, is it a big shock? No, I mean,
Like, you didn't have
it's
to
part of
finish
the culture of, is it right or wrong? No, but you dating an NBA
Ty
athlete.
Lue took advantage of
Okay, put this
a
up there
disadvantage
too.
that
Put this up
Indiana
there
didn't
too.
have.
Don't put it up there. You got a lot of women that watch
I
the show.
Well, let's see.
Yeah,
He says it's no. He said it's inevitable if you're dating a basketball player that he's
He
going
didn't.
to
He
cheat.
didn't.
I'm
he
not
didn't
saying that
he
he's
didn't
gonna
say
cheat.
every.
I
he
said
didn't say
it's
every part.
not a shock
Yeah, he said it's
when it occurred.
Right.
She done been,
See, look at it.
she ain't did nothing but date athletes.
Right.
So
All of them.
all of them. So
But what I'm saying, we talking about just basketball wise. Tristan Thompson
He changed that game.
because nobody
he
knew.
changed that.
Yeah.
He had 14 to 10 in the first
Because
half.
we had finally figured out, we started running boxes and elbows. And we finally figured out how to get to the shooter and help with LeBron in the lane. But when Tristan came in,
Now you gotta get
he would just slice right down the middle.
And he loved the offensive rebound.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask this
And
question.
Miles Turner is horrible every
If
day.
y'all watching, did Khloe Kardashian let him out of bondage for one game? Just answer the question, yes or no. Call in and answer. Just let me know. Did Khloe let him out of bondage? We're gonna move on, man. We're gonna move on.
I'm proud of you, Pacers. Just had to.
Hey man, yeah, we had to check in on my brother when the game
Oh,
was
for a
over, man.
couple days, I was.
Hey, but look, he loved texting me though. He loved texting me on how good.
I want to argue with
And,
somebody.
and I wasn't letting him. And I wasn't giving it to him.
He took a jab.
If Victor Oladipo scored 29 and this, that, and third, we gonna win.
I said 30, he scored 29.
No, he actually scored 30.
He scored 30.
On
He
the
took
head,
it
on the head. It was
And
probably
took
a
a
garbage
L.
point or something.
And took a L.
But that last one was a garbage
You
point.
could have got some more money.
Took a L.
I would've mad at you.
I could have. You really
Hey, yeah, he would have threw his phone or something.
He would have came on the show.
He would have came.
He need-
Yeah. So, moving on. We're going to get into Hollywood Wants to Know, man. What did you have for us today, brother?
Quick question. So I was thinking this at work like I always do. What is the proper time for your significant other to meet your parents?
The proper time.
Significant other or your wife? Your wife ain't
I
good.
can't-
Your
She gotta meet your parents before your wife, right?
You would
I
hope
would
so.
hope so. You just don't get up and marry her.
I would say you know and you feel it.
So it's
You
not
know what I
time.
mean? Like, I mean, we
If
all.
you- if
man.
you was the
most
girl-
of the girls I dated didn't meet.
Oh yeah,
my
no,
mom.
definitely didn't meet my mama.
So if you was to give a time frame, though, what time frame would you give?
I'd say at least a month.
A month.
A month?
It depends on how real that love
Yeah, it
is.
depends how.
Sometimes you just know,
In
right?
my situation, it definitely would have been. I think it probably was a month.
Yeah.
And then I ain't taking
With my wife, I felt like I knew. Like, you know, I was young and being around, and you know, I was ready to settle down. So, and I felt like I knew with my wife. So,
Yeah. So that's the question, y'all. At what time should a significant other meet the parents? That's the Hollywood Wants to Know today.
I
So,
gotta tell the truth whenever you want to slide it in.
go. Well, you don't ask. You just break in. You just say you gotta tell
I
the
gotta
truth.
tell the truth, man.
Tell the truth, man.
I think I've said this before, but I'm gonna clarify and I'm gonna
What you got?
specify. Anything that involves money is not gonna have purity. And I say that to say, with the NBA, watching that series, and I've watched almost every single other series, I've never seen a series called like that. You know, I was told a long time ago that Vegas got a lot of money on this stuff. And follow the money. So that's my truth. It ain't that deep.
But-
I may just be
You get back
soft.
to-
Okay, but if you say that, don't make that bias towards LeBron James because a lot of people feel that way about the New England Patriots.
Well, LeBron's going to make you. You're going. If something is about profit, and it's
Yeah.
my choice to either make more money or make less money, and I have the power to make more money, I'm gonna do what it takes to make more money.
Okay.
With LeBron James in the playoffs, you're going to make more money.
Hey man, that beast still alive, man.
He good now. He can't fly. He ain't moving.
But what I'm saying, it's not just about LeBron because it's Mike, Kobe. Stop making it seem like your beef is with LeBron James.
It's only with LeBron because the series just happened. But you're right. I mean, it was with Mike. It was with Kobe. It was the same thing.
It's
So,
names, yeah.
but it's unfortunate as a sports fan because I see it through the lens of it doesn't have purity to it because profit is always the motive.
You just mad at your
But
team.
you did pick Indiana to win that game, though, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
So was it was so what?
I didn't have the revelation yet. The revelation hadn't fully set in.
He went out with his emotion, man. I told him the Pacers.
Yeah, you cannot
man.
be.
I told him he
We
went out
beat
with
them
emotion.
in everything but free throws.
You didn't beat
so
him in the
we
series, man.
Were the
He
Pacers
has
the
never
better
lost.
team?
He has
Were the Pacers the better team?
Is LeBron a better player?
Yeah, he's the best
Okay.
player on the court.
Alright,
They
we're
would
gonna,
never lose. He have never lost.
we're gonna
move.
move on from the Cleveland and Pacers and Cleveland and Toronto. What's the halftime score? Y'all got a halftime score?
Yeah, no, I told you, 51-53.
Come on, Toronto. They was up by double digits.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got to
19.
come with it, man. All right, we're gonna move on, man.
57-60.
I think Cleveland shot a lot of free throws.
76ers lose to Boston in game 1.
Boston looks good. Man.
Bro, how do you win a game? You don't have Gordon Hayward, Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown is out with a hamstring, but you still beat a young, athletic.
What's that coach name?
Brad Stevens.
That's why.
But see, you can see.
He's
What?
the new Popovich.
So they won a whole series without the players.
Yeah,
They
they
still
beat
a good,
Giannis.
they still a good team.
Let me respond to what he just
But
said.
they don't
as
have
far
their
as the
stars,
new,
no.
he said they're the new Popovich.
He
Brad
is.
Stevens' playoff record, I think, is like 10-18 though.
Yeah.
That's not a great record.
Boston won't win the
I'm just
East.
putting. I believe he's a good coach
How
too.
is he
But
10 and 18?
look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up. They
You gotta think
both.
Boston got beat by Cleveland last year.
Okay. But they made it to what was that the Eastern Conference Finals?
They have never made it to East
Oh, that
Conference.
was the
with Brad
second.
Stevens.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I
his
think
record-
Philly still gonna win this
The
series.
reason I say that he's Brad Steve, I mean he's the new Popovich because he turns less talented players into a very quality team. The same way Popovich does.
Right.
You know, though Tatum and all that are good, but they're young and inexperienced.
Right.
It's his system. Even with Isaiah Thomas, he was a superstar in that system.
They still gonna lose the series.
I think back to my tell the truth because the NBA wants Philly to move on.
Yeah, Philly gonna
they can
win.
move on that way. But as far as the
So-
team,
so
did
wait.
you watch that game?
So watch the game.
Boston is a way better team than
They
Philly.
won't beat Philly.
We all picked Cleveland.
And they got Horford to guard Embiid, which he's a great defender.
Boston will lose this series.
I
think Philly
I got
Boston.
Philly. Tim got Philly.
I got Boston unless the NBA decides to flip that switch again.
You got Boston. You say you got Boston?
Yep.
Unless ain't no unless you ain't even pick Boston.
I
Philly.
told you that this last
Oh, you gonna get a new revelation?
Ruin how I look at the
You gonna get a new revelation when the
Ruin
series
how I look
over?
at sports. bro.
Why you gonna get a new revelation?
I know that the NBA would like Philly to move on.
So is you gonna pick Boston or Philly based
Picking
on your
Boston.
knowledge?
I'm picking Boston.
So
Because
you just, so you
Jack
just
Brown
contradicted.
ain't bad.
So you just contradicted yourself.
But you think?
I'm taking.
I know Philly.
I think I might take Boston to 7. Before the series started, I was gonna take.
So
Philly.
off one game.
Off one game.
Well, they
take Boston to
dominated.
7.
And Philly,
They supposed to. They got home.
Philly could not get anything they wanted.
They
Like
supposed
watching
to.
the game, Philly couldn't get what they wanted.
This is why I say Philly will win because Philly played a bad game. Boston played their
But they played a
best.
bad game because
Boston played their best.
and Jaylen Brown didn't even play.
Okay.
And he's been their best
Exactly.
player in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the home court advantage is gonna be the key.
Oh, well, you'll see.
I watched the game. Philly couldn't get any. I watched Philly play through the playoffs, and they didn't look anything like they
Boston
did
was
this
supposed to
time.
win. They were supposed to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another thing I want to talk about is Embiid talked about the fans. Talking about, oh, that wasn't that loud. They okay, but I think our fans are louder.
Well, you know he always.
That's what he's supposed to
Right,
say.
you know him.
Right, but another thing, Ben Simmons said it don't bother him that they was saying, they was chanting, Simmons, not a rookie. Do you consider him a rookie?
I don't, because I want Donovan Mitchell to win Rookie of the Year, but I think there's a benefit to being in the NBA a year, practicing in the NBA a year, traveling in the NBA a year. So no, I don't think that he's a rookie in my opinion.
In case y'all
He's
don't know
still
what's
super
going
talented.
I'm gonna let the people know in case they don't know what's going on. Ben Simmons is considered a rookie this year, but he got drafted last year, but he was out because of injury the whole year. And Donovan Mitchell is a rookie, so that's what we're talking about right
Ben
now.
Simmons is the best player in the NBA under 25.
Under 25.
How old is Anthony Davis?
Oh, he over
27.
27, man. Yeah,
He's 27.
he up there now. He been in the league for a little bit. But
Anybody under 25 Ben Simmons.
yeah, we
Rookie or
might
not.
have to look that up though. Might have to look that up.
Who's better?
As far
I
as
think he's better than Giannis.
Yes. Yes.
not yet, man.
All around player?
Not
Hey,
yet.
shit.
Look, he got a triple double.
A triple double machine, and he's leading his team to the second round. Giannis got beat, so let's not even talk about that.
Yeah, you right about that.
Me and my guy at work was having a talk, and we talked about having a triple double, but having a triple double with your imprint on the game.
Every
Some-
game, that's
Last game, this first game, he almost had a triple double. He didn't get one, but his impact was not. He did not impact the game like he usually do. You can have numbers without impacting the game.
his number. He's not gonna put up 40.
The reason I'll say that he's up there beside the triple double thing, his defense is amazing.
It's nothing he can't do, but
His-
besides
He
that,
can't shoot.
His defense is amazing.
but he makes up. He know he can't shoot, so that's why he go to the
Yeah,
hole.
I agree.
That's why he go through the free
He
throw.
knows his game.
That's why he
I've
get
never seen
dunks.
him attempt a jumper.
Yeah, he know what he can and
You
can't
got to
do.
develop a jump shot though.
Oh, he
man.
will.
If he-
It's his first year or second year, whatever you want to call
This is
it.
the reason why
Okay,
he
second
may
year.
not, because he can get to the hole almost
At
like
will.
LeBron.
Yeah.
So
At will.
we shall see.
He's more athletic than Magic Johnson.
Yep.
All right, moving on, man, to Golden State, New Orleans. Steph Curry is back tonight. Steph Curry is back tonight. What you got to say about it?
I just don't want the Pelicans to get swept. That's it.
I like the Pelicans.
I like Pelicans too, but yes, yeah, I
But
miss
they
them.
didn't- I
thought
Golden
they had
State
a
is
chance.
a well-oiled
Yeah,
machine.
I want to know what they do in training camp, because how they beat you is their system.
Yeah.
It's like they run a moving
And
triangle.
this is why I say, because I think Steve Kerr just tell them go play. Just go play.
because they
But they got moved.
Yeah, just go play.
their
Yeah.
system already in place.
Thanks for calling Allen Powell Show. What you got?
Hey, it's your little bro, man.
Oh yeah, we know what it's.
What up, little bro?
Man, I was just calling in. I'm trying to see how LeBron doing playing against the Raptors right now, man.
It's a tight game. It's
It's your little brother.
Toronto done went up.
I
It's
told you
67-59.
I told y'all who it was. When
Which
you said
little brother is this?
yours.
The baby brother.
Oh man, you got a little bass in your voice, man. Don't get fired at work,
LeBron
man.
got 13 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds.
How many points he got?
13.
Hey, hold on, man. Who you going for anyway?
You know LeBron.
I'm out,
I'm
man.
going for the Raptors.
There you go. Good job. Good job.
I'm
Okay.
going for the underdog.
Because I was about to ship you out the family if you would have said the wrong game.
Let me ask you a question, caller. Do you think fatigue is going to play a factor because LeBron had to go 7 games and play so many minutes and get cramps and get extra steroid shots from the last series?
I think he'll be ready. I think he'll be up for it, because he seen how he was playing against the Pacers. He had to play all those minutes, and he already know what time it is. He got these other kids running on the court for a long time, so he got to be prepared for
He's the
it.
best athlete.
This is and let me give y'all a little info on this little brother that's on the line right now. No, this is not the Simeon. This is the baby brother Ivy. Which I don't. If y'all following the show, I told y'all I didn't understand how he was a Heat fan or LeBron fan. This guy is a Spurs fan. Go figure. So we all grew up in the same house, but somehow he's a Spurs fan. So what do you got to say about your Spurs situation,
Yeah,
brother? What's up with Kawhi and his nonsense?
They have the playoffs right now. They don't even matter right now.
Okay.
I had a dream.
They don't even matter right now, man. We ain't even bring them up right now. Leave me and my Spurs alone, man. We gotta get together right now.
Well, is Kawhi gonna stay with the Spurs, or has he played his last game?
I think he's gonna stay.
He gonna stay?
Cause he came up to a good organization. I think he'll stay.
A report came out today that the Spurs were worried that his camp was trying to force a trade.
He'll be out there. Because I think Pop gone, Tony
They got a lot going on.
gone. Yeah, so he'll be out there.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you calling in, man. Go ahead and get back to work, but appreciate it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, thanks.
It'll be interesting to see if Pop is known. I remember one after game interview, Pop just went up there like, man, I'm tired of this.
Speaking of LeBron,
SHI.
y'all better hope Cleveland gonna start making those shots. If they start making
Hey,
shots,
man,
they're gonna start blowing teams
I
out.
think they just bad though. I just
If anybody start making shots, they'll blow any team.
They're not.
these little no name guys ain't
They not no name guys.
I mean, not no names, but they not.
They got the biggest name, so they always good, man.
Okay, you just gonna keep it. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
That's
Just
what
gonna do
I'm saying.
it. Like, bro, you a Kobe fan. You're not even supposed to be doing
Why
this.
can I like LeBron? Because they're coming up.
You don't like LeBron. You love
I think LeBron is
Like
second
Kobe
best
might have to
player in the NBA.
ask. It might have to ask like who
Who the best?
loyal-
Russell Westbrook.
You talking about dude who shot 46
It doesn't
shots?
matter. He's a walking triple-double, and
Look,
like
man.
now, he's
Look,
always in
let's
prison.
talk about Kobe fan club and how you might have to question who you loyal to right now because you've been on a LeBron.
If Kobe was in the NBA, this wouldn't even be a conversation.
No, I'm just saying, bro.
So since Kobe out the NBA, I can't like no other players.
This is the thing. Let me tell you why you can't like LeBron. Okay, the
He
same
love
reason.
him. He
Yeah,
love
you love
Just
LeBron. You
that-
can't do
look at
that.
smile.
You cannot do that.
Why can I like
I'm about
LeBron
to
James?
explain
All right,
to
tell me why.
you.
I need to know why.
This is how this goes.
Okay.
When you a Jordan fan, you don't like LeBron. If you a Kobe fan, you don't like LeBron. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because they all is compared all the time. They putting LeBron over your Kobe, and you don't even be saying nothing about that.
You never brought it up on this show.
Well, bring it up
Let's
now.
get started.
Everybody say LeBron is better than Kobe.
Nobody's better than Kobe Bryant ever to play the game of basketball.
You
like
like
Jordan.
Jordan right now.
So let's get something together. So
You know
what
what?
you're telling me is that you're not supposed to like anybody before Jordan.
Look, man. Anybody compared to Jordan, they look no.
Kobe Bryant's the best player to ever play the game.
That you lying. You're
LeBron
lying.
James is great.
Al, I must say, your point is ridiculous.
No, it's not. That's a true statement.
Your
But
point
what
is,
I'm saying is,
you can like.
so why do you watch basketball? Jordan ain't played in what?
Look,
Almost
man,
10
this
years?
is the thing.
Why do you watch basketball?
Lord,
then?
I love the
Like
game.
20 years.
Why do you watch basketball?
I love the game, but I hate when they force somebody down your throat and they give people accolades without letting them earn it. And that's what
What
happened.
haven't he earned?
LeBron
earned it now. At first he
He earned it now.
What I hate now is listening to the commentators.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like they so biased that is
Yep.
But
Oh, he's like-
that's
They made Kobe
everybody's-
earn his.
That's everybody's opinion.
that's what a lot of people don't like about LeBron is that when he didn't earn it yet, they forced it down your throat.
But you gotta
That's
say-
it.
And then he started drinking the Kool-Aid. Now he want to
Your
get the
only
chosen one on his
Your only
back.
argument that you're gonna hold yourself into is that Jordan never lost in the finals. That's your only argument.
Look, man, Jordan,
that is your only argument.
Jordan, the best player I ever seen.
Every
play.
player that ever played against Jordan and LeBron will tell you that Jordan was a better player.
That's a biased
Jordan was
opinion.
a-
But what I'm saying is, Al's only thing he stand on is Jordan never lost in the final. Jordan's not a better rebounder than LeBron. He's not
Six-time
a better-
final MVP.
Okay, that's what you're standing
a
on.
better defensive player.
Okay.
So that's more than just.
They're both great. What I've learned to do, even though he just whooped my team, he's great, bro. I just
Right, that's
watched
what I'm
seven-
saying.
I
I'm
watched
talking about
seven
today.
games.
I'm talking about today.
And you
And a
just
lot
have
of
to
people say,
appreciate the great.
but a lot of people say he's greater than Kobe, and
That's what a lot of people say. I don't care. A lot of people say that.
matter of fact, you know what? Who's better, LeBron or Kobe? That's
Who's-
asking the people.
Who's better, LeBron, Kobe, or Jordan?
No.
Who's better? Don't forget
put
Jordan.
Don't put Jordan.
You be standing on them 6 rings.
Come on,
Real
man.
Russell got
Come on,
11.
man.
Why we
Come
never
on,
talk about
man.
him?
No.
Kareem got 5. Why we never talk about him?
This is what we
Right. Because you got one opinion. He got 6 NBA finals.
No, because the argument is Kobe and LeBron because
It's
they
not an
gloss
argument.
over Kobe.
It's not
They
an
gloss
argument.
over.
It's
They
not
don't
an
gloss over Jordan.
It's not an
But I'm
argument.
telling
It's
you,
not an argument.
they gloss over Kobe.
Y'all heard what AI
did.
said? Y'all heard what AI said?
He said
Kobe
AI
Bryant was
said-
the
y'all, y'all forgot.
Right. My point
He
is
said,
that
did
it's
y'all
not
forget?
an
But
argument.
see, but did AI say that about Jordan?
I'm going to tell you what the NBA does. It's about money. They learned when Michael Jordan went out. When they did not have a face to the NBA,
Yeah.
the NBA they lost so much profits, it was crazy. They learned that they have to have a face to the NBA. So they make
That's what I'm saying.
the face of the NBA.
LeBron is not better than Kobe or Jordan.
Mr. Shakur says Kobe. Andrew Dalton says LeBron. My brother says LeBron. The young folks going with LeBron
Because that's today. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying,
That's
even
how
though-
they tell on
even-
Sports Center.
But even the commentators,
That's them.
they always
But that's what they
compare
get
Jordan
paid
and
to do.
LeBron. They don't
That's what they
say
get-
It's
I'm
an
just
agenda.
telling you,
That's
man.
what they get paid to do.
What I'm
It's
telling
an
you,
agenda.
what I'm saying is he not pressing the issue on the agenda.
Bro, I
If
can't call Stephen A. Smith.
You can call in the show.
also-
You can call in the show and
Alright,
snap
that's
on.
what I'm saying.
Also-
That's what's hot. LeBron and Jordan.
Well, make
That's
Kobe
what's
and
hot.
LeBron
That's
hot
hot.
then.
It does. I can't call in.
You ain't no real fan, cause I fight for mine.
But you don't even
I fight
have
for
an
mine.
argument. Your
I fight
argument.
for mine.
Your
Everybody
argument is
say
6 finals MVP. That's not even an
Let me say
argument.
one more thing. I think LeBron gets a lot of love in this generation too because of advanced
Technology.
stats. Advanced stats.
And a social media fact too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that plays a part. But I fight for mine. Anybody say something about Jordan? You're lying. You're wrong.
Jordan been gone 20 years.
Right.
Just so they still had a conversation.
You can still like new players. I like
Right, you
watching
making it
LeBron.
seem like I cannot
Look,
like
man.
nobody
Look,
in the NBA.
I'm just saying, Kobe.
because
If you ever
not-
watch the show, man, this brother, I don't know how to look.
He's the greatest player of all time. My lawyer says that he's the greatest player of all time. How much loyalty do I need?
Just saying, man. When they be talking that nonsense on SportsCenter stuff, you don't say nothing. You don't say nothing. You don't be texting nobody. You like, man,
right.
tripping.
Because I got Stephen A. Smith number right here.
I got his number. If you want his number, I'll give it to him.
Okay, well, why didn't you send it to me then?
I'm gonna send it to you after the show.
Okay. No, send it to me now. I'll text Stephen.
It's on the But don't worry, I got it for you.
Okay, I'll call Stephen.
And we're gonna see if he calls.
And then Levitard and all them people.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna give y'all an update because when I give him his number and he don't call, I'm gonna let y'all know he ain't loyal. And we're gonna play them with that song.
Loyalty.
Have to think about it.
Hey, we're gonna move on though. You said you wanted to talk about a certain topic, so I'm gonna let you jump out.
Well, no. First of all, I asked.
You brought it up,
because
so
I was hearing a lot like, why a man getting attacked so much about Bill Cosby when we speak our mind?
that's what he said.
It's an agenda. We live in an agenda world. And right now, the woman's agenda
But the thing about it is, ain't nobody saying that Bill Cosby didn't do what he did. What my argument was, I had this in the barbershop.
30 years later.
I'm not even saying that. All 6 of the women all started their conversation off the same way. Oh, I knew I was going to his room. So what was your agenda?
In case y'all don't know what we talking about the Bill Cosby.
Right, acting like people, like
It was in the 70s.
he the
It was
first
free
person
love.
to get high with somebody
That's my
and have
point.
sex with him.
It was in the 70s, free love. None of the stories started off, oh, we was at a bar and he slipped me a roof. It was all started off.
He gave me some drugs. Okay,
It was all started off. I came in my room, he gave me.
I gotta play the devil's advocate because it's all men on the show. What about the fact that if he broke a law or he did something wrong?
Well,
But a lot of these
people break laws all the
You can't
time.
drug people up.
No.
They were doing drugs.
They said we were doing. They never said, Bill slipped in my drink.
But they claim he assaulted
That's
him.
a claim. That's a claim. But what
So
I'm
you saying
saying,
he didn't do it?
No. What I said was, what was your agenda dealing with Bill Cosby in the 70s?
Was he in the wrong at any time?
I don't know. I wasn't in the room.
I mean, he was in the wrong for, I guess,
If he assaulted him, he was in
having
the
sex
wrong.
with women, having the desire of his flesh. But as
what-
far as lawfully, what my perspective is, he was either getting high or getting women high who wanted to be high, and it turned into what it usually turns into.
Perfect example. This 2018, 2017, I went to the Future Amigos concert. Future pulled women on the stage. The women ended up in his room. So what were their agendas? So if they would have came and said Future raped us because we was getting high.
How you know they gonna come out 30 years later?
But what I'm saying, what is your
That's what's
agenda?
scary about
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
You're setting a new precedent that, because you were a groupie, grouping around and got high and got a train ran
This
over
ain't
whatever.
nothing but monkey see, monkey do. When the first person said it, everybody else. So I don't know if Bill did it or not, but my point, what was your agenda going into the room?
I keep coming
So,
30 years later.
This is what I want y'all call in and comment. What do y'all think about the Bill Cosby situation? Is Bill Cosby, was he in the wrong for anything? Did the women have an agenda? Call in,
But like I
comment.
said, this
Do
world
he deserve to spend the rest of his life in jail?
this world is so sensitive. So now they took all the Cosby shows off of the reruns.
I think that's
y'all
what it's
saying
about.
that.
I
Y'all
think it's
saying
about destroying a black man's legacy.
Yeah, this is-
which happens all the time.
Because I'm gonna say this. Our president said he grabbed,
Yeah. And that's what I was gonna get to.
Now he said
He say stuff and he's not getting.
we don't say
prosecuted right
anything
now.
about that.
All the Weinsteins, all these B2 people that got
But
accused,
when
they not getting.
you are
tried
accusing
right
the
now.
hottest man in the 70s, Bill Cosby, of rape, but you chose to go in his room.
And this is
All of them said they was in there getting high.
It was 3 in the morning and we were high.
Let me ask y'all this, and I didn't give y'all this one of the topics, and this just came to me because y'all said the women had an agenda. Reuben Foster, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers.
Example.
He got charged with assault, but then the girl said he didn't do it, and she provided a video to show he didn't do it. But the prosecutor said they still gonna go after him and charge him.
Because there's like you
It's
said,
an agenda. It's rolling right now.
It's just certain
it's
words
a hot
you can't
topic
say.
right now.
That rape is just certain words you
Did
can't.
y'all hear the one about Russell Simmons?
Yes,
That's the craziest story I've ever heard. She said she got raped. 6 months later, flew out to go back to his house.
and was still sending the pictures.
And was still.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but this is the society we live in. When a woman say something like that, we're so sensitive now. Now we got to stand on it. Like Martell just said, 30 years later. So what was you doing for the first 29 years? It didn't bother you? If he raped you, it didn't bother you?
It's definitely fishy. I give you all that, but it's a lot of women, and are all of them lying? Maybe, but
I'm not.
it's
Like I
hard
said,
to-
I'm not saying he
If I,
did it. He didn't.
if I get to make $20 million,
Yeah.
what was my tell the truth? Nothing got purity when it comes to money.
Look, man.
Not when it comes to money.
Women have the agenda, and I'm not just saying women because guys we have agenda. But when you put yourself in that situation, so what was your agenda? Because if you'd have ended up pregnant, you would have claimed rape.
It happened to Mike Tyson. Happened to Tupac.
You'd have been getting all type of child support. It wouldn't have been rape then.
You have to think of what type of woman that is that, you know, if you know it's possible that you can become a millionaire by making this
It's
climb.
called an easy lick.
Yeah.
So that's the Bill Cosby, man. Bill Cosby talk. Y'all want to call and comment what y'all think is conspiracy theory? Is it agenda? They trying to take the man down. Some people say he's about to buy NBC.
Yeah,
that's why he had to
right.
take him down.
Yeah.
What do y'all think,
I
man?
believe Felicia Rashad. She ain't never lied a day in her life. I love Felicia.
Rudy.
Oh,
Hey, my wife no. My wife no.
yeah. Hold on.
Not Rudy, Cliff.
No.
Cliff.
Cliff is this woman next to my wife alive.
My wife loves.
She
Cliff. I love
number
Cliff.
she number 2 next to
Ma-
Bassett for 50 and over.
Angela bad.
For 50 and over.
Angela bad.
Yeah.
She Wakanda for real.
Angela ain't bad. Boy.
Here
Angela.
we go. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next story,
Who
man.
Miss Bassett?
Another story I want to get into, man. A high school coach in New Jersey has been fired
Oh, here we go.
because he says he had too many black people.
He
black
said
players.
it or was
He said it.
okay.
He said it. He's a white coach. He's a white coach, and he said he got fired because he had too many black players on the team. And he said every time he got a new freshman guy come in, the first question they asked him is they white or black? And how can we get more white people on the team? This is his words. Go ahead. What you got?
We live in America, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not even just America, but I mean, certain people have a certain look on black people, and they want to create a certain product. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that goes back to me saying the NBA Europeanizing the game is to lighten up the complexions of the player again, because it's about this. Mm-hmm. And probably the people in that community, not that I know this, but if this story is true, they want to see people on the field that look like them and represent them. You know, and they think they're gonna make more profit that way.
And he said every time he takes in consideration how he's building his team, he talks about grades, production, and that's all.
So he used to walk with Coach Carter.
That's what he said. He don't look at color or
Right,
whatever.
color.
Production and your grades is high. So what you think about the story you heard it?
When I read it, I was just like, oh, here we go. So what I took from it, either the AD is white, the mayor is white, or it's a majority white community that doesn't want to see it. Yeah. Because how do you have too many black players on the team? We just had a story when it wasn't enough for black players on the team. So if he got fired for too many blacks, oh yeah, it's something
And
around
this is a
him.
white guy.
Think
So
about
what's
it.
I said it's something
That
around him.
happens in communities. Too many black people move in the neighborhood. What happened?
Oh yeah, that's when you start getting people bringing it up. They're like, hey, what are you doing over here? So that's why I said it must have been something around him.
And like I said, the kicker was he was white himself.
Yeah.
So
why would he use that as an excuse?
yeah,
he
I don't see no reason why he was even
What?
alive.
This is high school?
high school in New Jersey.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Brother name is Nick Strong.
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all.
And then, like I said, he ain't got no reason to lie about that.
So
So
you gotta read it out here. Yeah.
pretty sure he's telling the truth. But just a quick story I was giving y'all. Another story I want to get into. IU landed a top recruit,
Top shooting guard.
in the nation. Is that a big deal for Indiana?
Yeah, I mean, he's top shooting guard in the nation.
Cause usually they go to the Dukes, the Arizona,
That's what I'm saying. That's
Kentucky,
good
and
about
North Carolina.
the in-state look at it like, oh, somebody stayed home. But on a national standpoint,
I like this. You know I like this. 'Cause I don't like the same schools getting all the best
but they're
players
not
all the
gonna
time.
win. They're not gonna win.
You gotta hey, that's a start. That's a start.
He'll be gone next year. It's not gonna be a start. He'll be gone after that 1 year.
You don't know.
Come on, man.
You don't know.
Come on, man.
Might not.
He gonna win Big Ten Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. Gonna be gone next year.
You don't know that.
Right.
You don't know that. He might want to get education.
What's our next
He
topic?
might want to get
What's our next
education.
topic, man?
Buffalo Bills captain Lorenzo Alexander said Josh Allen sooner or later is going to have to address the tweets that came out one day before the draft. The quarterback from Wyoming was using racial tweets And they say he's quoting lyrics, but he was like 14, 15 years old, quoting rap lyrics, and he said he cool, but when you come to his locker room, he's gonna eventually have to adjust. What you gotta say?
Question. You got a lot of white friends?
I got a few.
Have you ever addressed any of your white friends, my nigga?
No.
Like, what up, my nigga?
No.
Have you ever felt any type of way of a white person rapping a Jay-Z song?
I haven't had that happen to me.
But would you feel the type of way?
If they use that word, I think I will. It's this girl.
Because perfect example, Trevor. Would you feel some type of way? He didn't call it.
If he just said it, I'm gonna give him a look like.
If you hear him cross the line rapping a Jay-Z song,
I'm like
the point I'm getting to. I respect that he gotta address it. He will be the face of the franchise,
and that's the society we live in.
In 2018, but like you said, he was 14. It ain't like he got on there calling anybody that word. Or I hate black folks. If he wasn't, he was 14.
But at the same time, they made a point as his parents might have. No, what I won't say that. I won't say instilled, but you can't just let it go. You have to make sure that it was just an incident where you might be quoting lyrics and you don't feel this way.
I mean, he has to come out and make a statement because he's on that stage, but he's quoting lyrics. Like if he got 30 other posts on his Twitter page saying racist stuff, then it's a problem. But somebody, I always looked at it, you can't expect somebody to spend my money on your music, but I can't quote the words that you're saying.
Right.
Yeah. So
like like I said, people are digging for issues. Yeah. Like that messed up their boy draft stock. Cause of stuff like that.
It came out one day before the draft.
And he dropped all the way, what, number 10 to
something like that. Yeah, something like that. The funny part,
Both went number 1.
Which mess up your money too.
The funny part is he says he looked on his page to make sure it wasn't nothing crazy before the draft.
He probably thought that wasn't an issue.
But then he says, somebody done screenshot it and then they sent it to Yahoo or whatever. They got paid. I'm going to give a quick shout out, man, to my mother-in-law, man. She wanted an early quick shout out. So happy birthday, mother-in-law. Happy early birthday from the Allen Powell Show. There you go.
Birthday.
So,
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a sensitive world we live in because in every song, the B word is being used and women address each other as that word. But if we address them as that word, then it becomes disrespectful. Yeah, we just live in a sensitive society. That's it.
I mean, that word has been sensitive for a long time now. That one word.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is on his Twitter, he didn't say it to nobody.
Yeah, he was just.
It was all in quotes, and that's what I'm saying. But if the captain wants to address it, like you said, to make sure moving forward we don't have any issues. Yeah. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But it ain't that big that they should have dropped it. Should have came out the day before the draft. Like I say, people was messing with him, digging for stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy that it come on one day before the draft. But that happened to the player from Miami. He was smoking the smoking one day before the draft. They sent it out.
There's strategic reasons.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Another story I want to get to, man. The Eagles took a rugby player with no football experience in the 7th round of NFL draft. I looked at this video, dog. Dude, 6'8", about
running over people. He was running.
Dude, now rugby. I was watching it. I never knew.
That's a rough sport, bro.
Bro, that's football without the pads.
Yeah, he was running through people. Now let me tell you something about
that. He didn't look like the Juggernaut from X-Men.
Let me tell you something about that. That translates over because if you just telling him to run straight and all he know how to do is run over people, he can't.
Not gonna go.
I'm not saying he's gonna do that in the NFL, but I don't see an issue with it because going in the 7th round, you still got to make the team. Yeah. It ain't like they got him to be their starting running back.
But I'm just saying,
it's worth the gamble.
Yeah, it's worth the gamble.
So you know what? We know what we should do. Dress him up in something, just have him running through people. Maybe somebody.
He mess around.
All you gotta do is look like.
He's an athlete. I'm not an athlete.
We can just go.
But what I'm saying is, he passed the test to get put into the NFL draft. He deserved it. But what you about to say is, all the other running backs from the NCAA.
No, what I'm saying is, all you gotta do is look like.
No. We watch tape, so it ain't no look like that. It ain't no look like.
So, you seen one tape?
No, I seen his highlights. It's on YouTube. I seen his highlights. Even though they only post, like you say, rugby is football with no pad.
What I'm saying is, we can make a video of us doing something really good.
And put yourself in the NFL draft, because you could walk on to the NFL, combine and all that.
That's what happened with Thon Maker.
Yeah.
I was looking at the people Thon Maker was playing. I'm like, okay.
but what's funny, this goes back to the guys from UCF. Mm-hmm. He got all the pub because he had one hand. And still went late. He got all that pub, but I kept telling y'all like he's still a good football player. Had nothing to do with his hand. But did nobody even think about taking a chance on him? I don't think he's going to make the team on Seattle.
This is good.
I think he's gonna make it. What was the score of the game?
79-83.
Toronto winning. Come on, Toronto.
I don't think he's going to make it, but you know his brother played for. But what I'm saying was the hype around him was because of his hand, not because he is actually a good football player.
I feel you. I just felt like this dude, because he just looked good on tape, they was like, oh, we gonna take a chance.
But that means all of them look good on tape.
All I'm saying is he don't have multiple games like the rest of these players. They have a whole lineage of work.
It only take one good year.
Man, look like me to take one good tape.
They look like it seemed like to me they thought outside the box and they taking a chance.
Now look, what can he possibly do wrong?
I would have rather him be an undrafted free agent that got picked up than him get drafted.
But what can he do wrong? He playing football without pads. You are like they picked up a golfer.
That's what I'm saying. I think if we get Martell with a football just running through us, he can. So
Right, he might
I'm just
Somebody,
saying.
they would invite me to a camp.
He might
That's
run,
what I'm saying.
Hold on. He might run through
Man, I
you.
don't know why you think you're so big.
He won't run through me.
Get back in the gym.
I'm
dog.
just saying you won't run through me.
Okay, my wife want to know what's Hollywood wants to know. I guess she tuning in late because she was probably doing some on the phone, so I think I heard her on the phone. Whatever. Hollywood wants to know. Go ahead and drop it to her.
What is the proper time for your significant others to meet your parent?
Did you hear it that time?
They be calling in.
Yeah. Moving on. Another story I want to get into. A Cleveland radio host said before the draft that if Cleveland takes Baker Mayfield, he will eat horse poop. If this is what he said. Now, if y'all seen the draft, y'all seen what happened.
Oh, you better play about it.
Hey, they was eating poop when Philly won.
That's what I'm gonna say. Like, but you gotta.
What is this stuff with horse poop though? Like,
That's called cultural.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's
That's cultural.
yeah. It is 2018, man. Fans.
what is that? What is that you just did? What is that?
That's cultural.
But some people it might not see
Yeah,
what
we
you're
know
doing.
what it is.
Huh?
We know what that means.
Say it.
That's the crazy white boys.
White boy stuff.
Yeah.
That's that white
I
boy
ain't gonna see no black people in we might starve to death.
stuff. But what I'm saying is, like, Baker Mayfield wasn't a bad pick.
Right.
That's a great pick. So
Okay, here we go. Yeah. You said she was calling. Here we go. All right, thanks for calling out the Power Show.
Hello, how y'all doing?
We good. How you doing?
Well, I can only speak for myself because I was so young, but I think that your parents should meet who you dating right away.
What's right away? What's right away?
Like when you come pick me up for our first date, because I
first
still live
date?
at home.
The first
I
date?
still live at home.
Wait, you want me to take you to see my mama the first date?
you must be getting
And we're talking about meeting your parents? I thought y'all was talking about meeting my parents.
No, the other way.
Oh, meeting the man's parents?
Come on,
Anyway, you're right. Okay, well, anyway then.
You meet my mom on the first day, you must be giving me some.
I need you. Oh, that's terrible.
You meet my mom on
I
the first
need you to
day.
meet my daddy. Yeah.
I don't want to meet your dad.
Cause I want to
Real
meet
life.
everybody. My dog
Do
dating.
you want to tell the story when I met you? I mean, when I came to your house?
Absolutely. When you came to pick me up, I said, my granddaddy, I said, tell me what you look like.
A real date, I understand.
Granddaddy, tell me what you think about her.
Yeah.
My granddaddy came back and said, oh, he look like a wolf. You wasn't lying.
But see,
You mean it.
when I'm talking about meeting, I'm talking about actually coming over, sitting down,
And talking.
and talking. I don't mean your dad standing at the door with the shotgun, have it back at 9:30, or I mean like actually sitting down.
When should y'all have
You
meeting
got-
down?
Well, first impressions mean a
Yeah.
lot. So that's your first impression. How you come to the door. Do you open the door for my daughter? That means something because my parents' opinion means something.
I think it is
That's the
different.
reason why you had them, meet them. But like, okay, so when should I meet your mother? I should meet your mother when you feel like she might be the one and I need my mama to see about
It,
this.
it definitely different.
I think it's different. I think it's different.
That's
with
perfect.
women.
Perfect answer. All right, well, thanks for calling in.
Oh, okay, you welcome.
All right.
'Cause I definitely want to meet.
So I think she had a perfect answer.
From a man perspective, we definitely do. But
Yeah.
I'm not letting you meet my mom on the first day.
until you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you meet my
Until you
mom.
know this is serious.
I'm telling my mom I'm going down and I'll be back. But I'm not telling you.
One more story I want to get to before we get ready to get up out of here. NFL says they won't eliminate the kickoffs. They've been discussing it because of the concussions, injuries, and stuff like
They
that.
basically already eliminated.
I'm gonna say this again. It's gonna be flag football in 3 years.
Somebody came up with a good idea, and I want to see y'all opinion of it to eliminate the head-on collisions. Because let me point it out for you. So in kickoffs, they all stand from two different ends of the field, and they run at full speed, colliding. They saying you should make the kickoffs like the punts, where the players are more close up, and you have to maneuver away from the people. So it won't be a head-on collision. You will have to maneuver your way around.
Have you ever seen all them crackbacks on them punts?
I'm just saying.
Them hits on
Which
the
one
punt.
is more dangerous though?
The punt.
All
Yeah, I
in
mean,
here,
No,
like this.
the punt, because if you ever really pay attention to the kickoff, the first row really takes the punishment. Like when they first hit him. Perfect example. Look
But
at
it's not
Sean
full
Taylor,
speed.
what he did on a punt.
I mean,
A punt, you're running away. That's
Right.
how you turn around and get your head.
what I'm saying, which will have more
The kickoffs will have more because you got
Right.
more
That's what I'm
space to
saying.
build.
If
Yeah,
you
but what
like-
I'm saying,
it
you're
will
not really going to eliminate.
You're not going to eliminate anything, but it will lessen. It will lessen the
Did
injury.
y'all hear the report they came out with
What?
today?
What's that?
About the, I think they took like 250 football players and they did a study of the ones who started under the age of 12 and then versus the ones who started later in life. And it was like 80% of the ones who started under 12 had like CTE. I just had to have to talk with my wife. Like, I don't think, and my son's great at football.
So what you
It's the
so
hardest
is you
thing.
going to keep him in or?
I said no. Because I read a
so
story.
he done playing football?
I read a story about it, at least to middle school. I read a story. A kid just committed suicide, like at 19. He been playing since he was. It's not gonna happen with everybody. You taking a gamble. I just can't see something happen to my son, knowing I had information, and because I like to see you play and you good at it.
I can't tell you how to raise your son, but you have information on crime and you still let your son leave the house.
That's a completely different thing.
It's not a complete.
I do agree that's different. That's a little
Crime is don't go to the hood at night. You
can't control that. You can't control that.
Yes, you can, because you just felt and said
You can lessen it.
you can
cannot be
your
in
son
dangerous
homeschool.
places.
You can get your son homeschool and keep him in the house.
Crime happens,
But-
but the
But
statistical
my
chances
point
of it happening
is,
versus
if you don't let him play in 8th grade, and then you be like, well, you can play your senior year. What did you prevent? If he still get his head knocked off and get a
Well,
concussion?
they just did a report that a high number of the ones who start at under 12 have a more brain damage.
Perfect example. Me and you can go outside right now and put on the path and run into each other. One of us get hit and we get a concussion.
It's not the one concussion.
He's
that does it.
saying you
It's
started
over
early.
and over,
You started early.
over and over. As a child, you getting done something to your head that's not supposed to happen.
Okay, so
And you still hurting at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I look at it. I love watching my son play. He loves the game.
All I'm saying, like I said, it's still your choice. But if you're going to let them play football, you might as well let them play young.
Have you seen the movie Concussion?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay.
Did you hear what you started off with though? Then I see the movie.
That movie is based on facts.
That's based on numbers.
It's
You got
based
to-
on an actual doctor who
Okay.
actually did
But what
that.
I'm saying is that's one for every 10 players.
go tell that to the people who
The
got
stat-
CTE
the-
right
the
now.
stat-
No, I'm just saying, but that's what people
What's that
say.
dude, Gomez, who went
It's
to
people
jail
that been
and
playing
killed himself?
football for Pop.
Hernandez, Aaron Hernandez.
It's people that been playing football since Pop Warner, then played 20 years in the NFL. So that's a combined.
Julius Sayal killed himself.
I
Ray
get
Dorsey
that.
killed
But I
himself.
get that. But it's other players that done played football for 20 plus
It's
years.
a lot of them dealing with it. A lot of them are dealing with it. You don't hear
I don't
about
think you
it.
can.
So let me ask the people this: will you let your sons play football at an early age? Yes or no? Concussions.
And that
going
report
crazy.
was.
But
I can't do it.
before we get up out of here, I'm gonna give the people who came in late just a little rundown, the highlights, the most the topics that we discussed the most.
Oh, okay. You would have said that.
Hollywood wants to know, when is the best time for your significant other to meet the parents or sit down and have a conversation?
Yeah.
They go LeBron flopping.
He falling out again? LeBron update. LeBron just fell out again. My goodness. When is so he don't fall out? So he don't be falling out
Every game.
he don't
Oh,
fall out.
that's good.
Every game he don't fall out at least
Y'all
once.
are ridiculous.
Every game he don't fall out at least
Hey, look,
once.
if LeBron James with the Chicago Bulls, we would never have.
Just answer the question: do he fall out once a game?
No, he doesn't.
That's a lie. That's a lie. He fall out at least once a game, man.
And you look, and look. This y'all do this because you know I'm gonna feed into it. Y'all make
I know you
Y'all want me to argue LeBron because then you're gonna say I'm not a Kobe fan.
Let me ask the people: do LeBron fall out at least once a game like he died? Do he fall out once a game?
You seen the video I sent you?
If he played,
He flew.
let me ask you a question.
He flew
Would
all
you?
the way to half court.
Okay, before we leave, this LeBron that y'all hate and love
I hate
so
that
much.
part about his game.
Why is so
Would you take him on the Pacers?
I forgot.
Would you take him on the Pacers?
Oh, time out.
Would you take him on Chicago Bulls? No, it's just yes or no. I don't need to
I'm
time
gonna
out.
take him, but I don't
Okay,
know.
okay. All right,
Let me ask you. I forgot to tell you about this. So doing, they asked him about his minutes during this series, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take a. I'm tired, but I'm gonna make sure I take a look at the minutes." That's weak, man. When the old players do stuff like that. Yeah, I'm tired and I'm just run down.
You asked him a question. He said he's tired. He gonna take a look at the minutes, and he's still gonna play 48 minutes.
I'm not gonna let the other team know I'm tired.
I think why
It don't matter. He's LeBron James.
I think everybody knows he's tired.
Right, you can watch it and don't be
I
tired.
think last game he got the cramps or the steroid shot. So he has to understand it. He plays too much. His steroids have an ill effect on his
Bro,
muscles.
how do you know he got? Stop telling this man got steroids, man. For somebody be hearing this, man.
It's LeBron
It's the doctor
James on
in Miami.
steroids. That's what he said.
They said that LeBron name was on that
It's
list.
on YouTube. But Dr.
Man,
The lady
look.
who worked at the doctor office said she seen the initials LJ, and she seen LeBron coming in and out.
Come on, man. That lady ain't seen no LeBron
He said
James.
he believes LeBron James on steroids.
So LeBron James the only player in the NBA to take steroids? Is he the only player to take steroids?
Let me say this.
And he ain't never been injured. I'll tell you
Hey,
that.
when he took them 2 weeks off and went to Miami and came back with 78 pounds of muscle,
You remember that
and
one
turned
picture
into a
he had?
hawk.
He was real
He
skinny.
he started the season skinny that year.
Photoshop.
And that wasn't no Photoshop. It was a video.
It's LeBron James on steroids.
He knows.
I don't know. No, I don't know nothing. No, LeBron.
You remember when he came back with like 30
Look,
pounds?
man, like you just said, you been back in the gym. He was in the gym.
I ain't got no 30 pounds of muscle.
That's your problem. You're not working hard, then.
Well, look, y'all, we about to get up out of here, man.
Y'all some haters,
I appreciate
man.
y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all like it, share it. Check us out on YouTube. Allen Powell, subscribe. We gonna see y'all same time.
Boycott this show, man.
He'll be back. That's Mr. Hollywood. He can't help himself. Mr. Hollywood, Mr. Tell the Truth. We see y'all same time, same day next week. I'm Al. We out of here.
Should have did my tape. Steroid taking airline.